Okie dokes. So this is Delphine. Delphine, tell us about your channel, your YouTube channel. She's also a YouTuber. Tell us about your channel and the name of your channel, most especially.
Okay, it's called The Delphinator TV. I review movies. I put out fun and quirky videos of anything and everything I find interesting on TV. I'm also planning to diversify my channel by putting out vlogs, so look out for that.
Anyway, Delphine, you know the setup, right? The whole situation, the whole island, mainland thing. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily that, but guys living by themselves versus guys living with their parents. What's your opinion?
Okay, the thing is, people are at different points in their lives.
Right.
There are seasons, there are times.
Right.
For me, personally, where I am at right now in my life, I am ready. I'm so ready to settle down.
That's it.
So I wouldn't want a guy who is living with his parents because I'm at that point where I'm ready to settle down. So that's me.
Okay, I get you, Jeff. But what if in a situation where the guy he lives with his parents, he's been saving his money, waiting to meet the right person. When he meets the right person, and he's after proposing, then he's going to start, looking for a place. Such that, before marriage, he would have moved into a place. But for now, he's with his parents. What do you think about that?
Okay, then he would have to communicate that with me. If it's not known, from the get-go, then there might be a challenge. The truth is, there's no hard and fast rule. There's no, nothing is set in stone. But really,
for me,
really, Sha, he has to communicate that. I need to know where he's at to
Okay.
There are several reasons why a guy might want to still be living with his parents. Either he doesn't have money, or he's trying to save up, or something.
And the parents have a massive house.
And hey, maybe you have a section in the house.
Wing.
Maybe you're the Von Trapp family,
where you can live in the house and not see the rest of your family for weeks.
Exactly.
Right.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I get it. That can happen.
Awesome. Thanks, Delphine. Are you enjoying this YouTube event that we're at?
Yes, I'm absolutely loving it. I've met so many cool YouTube creators, people that I didn't even know were YouTubers, but I know them from social media. A
lot of people have been recognizing Delphine as well.
That's why I wore my hat today, because
I think they recognize you.
Asking me about it yesterday. That you're the hat girl. I'm like, okay.
Hat girl. Delphine is going to be on the channel at some point as well. We're working it out. It will happen sooner than later.
Eventually. This to show? No.
Wow.
It's not really an issue for me.
Okay.
First, I need to make sure that there's a plan. The guy has a plan. Okay. If he doesn't have a plan while you're living with your parents, then that would be an issue for me.
Right.
So, you're just living with mommy and dad, but you don't have a plan. Are you building your house? Are you saving? If none of that, then that's no.
Major red flag.
Yes.
Okay, so when would you have that conversation with him? Because when you just start talking to a guy and you guys are going out and everything, you don't. I mean, he may tell you, okay, yeah, I live, with my parents, but when will you have that conversation of, okay, what is your plan exactly? At what point do you think that conversation or question should come up?
I'm guessing at the point you guys are going for your dates. There are things to talk about, so make that one and something to talk about. Make that a topic to talk about. Things like, oh, okay, you're leaving your parents. You might not say anything on that date. It might be a different conversation. Okay, why did you choose to live with your parents? Are you working towards building a house? Are you saving? Do you intend to move out when you get married?
Right.
Things like that. Just throw it there. Don't be scared. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Wow. So in summary, neither here nor there, but you need to make sure, or you need to know that the guy has a plan for moving out at some point in time.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Thanks, Casey.
Thanks.
Oh, Casey, please give out your... Casey's a YouTuber as well. We're at this YouTube event.
Yes. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Casey Ejelonu. Tito would put the right spelling of my surname.
Now I will. I wasn't going to, but I will now.
Ejelonu. And that's my handle for all my social media handles. That's my
What's your channel about, Casey?
It's a lifestyle channel. So I do reviews. I do makeup. I'm not a professional makeup artist, but I like playing. I like playing with makeup. So I do reviews, lifestyle, travel, and I don't do relationship talk, and that's Tito's corner. And then just fun things, actually, just fun things.
Cool. So you guys subscribe to Casey's channel?
Yes.
Okay guys, so I am with two fellow YouTubers, that's correct. One is a beauty vlogger.
Hey.
Stephanie Annie, at Stephanie_Annie, right? On Instagram.
On Instagram.
But on YouTube it's
Stephanie Annie.
Stephanie Annie. And on this side I have Funke, and your Instagram and your YouTube are?
Instagram is sassy_funke and YouTube is just sassy funke, one word.
Awesome. So you guys have the backstory or the synopsis. So Funke, I'll start with you. Boyfriends, or I think you're engaged,
yes.
Right? So, but when you were dating, was it an issue for you ever? If the guy was living with his parents or living on his own?
No, never an issue for me, to be honest, because
Okay.
my perspective of him living on his own could be, he could afford it, and him living with his parents could mean that he was actually very smart about money and didn't want to waste
saving,
money out.
right?
Exactly. So for me, either that wasn't the issue ever.
But do you think there should be a time or an age in a man's life when he should, leave his parents' house?
You can't be 35 and 36 in your parents' house.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a no-no.
Right.
So there are some benchmarks whereby you just have to just pack up and leave. You can't sit there. So.
Okay, cool. And Stephanie, how about you?
Same thing with me, if you ask me, because
It's neither here nor there.
yeah, but I mean, you can't be 35 and still be living in your parents' house.
Okay.
Like, what are you doing? What, like, don't you have a plan? But if you're younger than 30, then that's
As a guy,
fine.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't mind, honestly.
How about for women? What do you guys think about, is there an age for women? I mean, gender equality. I mean, is there an age for, because I'm sure you guys have a lot of female friends who want to move out, but their parents don't move out, let them
Yeah.
marry you in my house and
Yeah.
all that. Do you feel like there's an age? Let me start with Stephanie. Do you think there's an age or something for women,
Maybe.
or they should be allowed to if they want to?
I feel like parents are different. Every parent is not the same.
Same, right?
Yeah, and I feel like as your child grows, you tend to adjust to how they start to see themselves and how they see life. So, for example, when I was 21, 22,
Okay.
I didn't see myself living alone. Like,
Right.
I would never imagine that I would live alone. But then things happened, and I mean, distance, work, so I had to just move out of the house. I don't mind still being in my parents' house.
Okay.
Like, I mean, a lot of things will be easy.
Right.
But
I'm free.
I'm free. I mean, having to think about every single thing you do, everything you eat, everything you want, like everything you need
Yeah.
is stress on its own. Then thinking about work.
Right.
I don't mind, but I mean, parents are different. A lot of parents won't want their kid to get
Daughters
married.
now.
Yeah, daughters to get married, to live outside the house if they are not married.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Funke, how about you? What do you think?
I think Stephanie pretty much echoes everything that's to be said about it. I think personally, I have not lived with my parents for a long time. I've been in boarding school most of my life, so I've been highly
wow.
independent,
Okay.
for a really young age.
Okay.
But I can see the allure of actually staying home in your comfort,
Right.
unless circumstances changes that.
Yeah. Right.
But I don't see any push necessarily to say, just because I want to leave, let me leave.
Right.
So I think for women it's a bit more lax, and I think men appreciate women that are like in their home. They don't want to see this girl. She's been by
I
herself.
feel like that is changing as well. I feel like that is
Right.
changing as well, because I feel like some guys get threatened by that. Like when a girl is
Independent.
by herself, they're like, who's she talking to? Like, who's coming to her house?
Yeah.
She doesn't have boundaries, all that stuff. Like, guys actually are afraid of that. But some guys actually like it. Like, they like to see that she can do things by herself. They like to see that she can actually pay her rent herself. She can, take care of herself. Because someone told me earlier today that if you can't take care of yourself, how do you want to take care of a kid? when you get married.
Right. Okay,
So
that's cogent.
so you have to be able to take care of yourself as well. So some girls don't even know how to take care of themselves just because they are still living in their parents' house.
Great responses, guys. Thank you so much. Are you enjoying the YouTube event we're at?
Yes, it was fun.
Amazing.
Okay.
It was amazing.
We just had a very interactive session. Did you guys dance Despacito?
Yes, I did.
I
I mean, I love that song. I love that song.
He's a very clever arch criminal who must be put away. Another innocent victim of a suicidal maniac.
Okay, you guys both know the setup. So let me start. Ladies first, Aka. Uzo,
yes.
What's your opinion on the matter? Like, you're married, I know, but before you got married, and for any young girl that you want to give advice to, guy that lives at home with mommy and daddy versus guy that lives on his own, is it here or there with you?
It doesn't matter. Dating is dating. As long as we can have some privacy, that's always nice. However, the moment he proposes, we have to have plan.
Right.
So don't tell me after we've proposed, because if you've been managing in mommy's house and I'm coming to visit you on Saturday mornings and greeting kneeling down, greet your mama, helping her shell their car just because I want to prove like I'm a good daughter-in-law, then you now propose to me, and then you now say either money is not complete or we will stay here a little bit longer. No, that issue will not fly. So I am well aware, and also Lagos and Nigeria in general, that bringing out money, it's not like America where you pay only first month's rent, last month's rent, and a small deposit.
Yeah.
Here you have to bring out the quantum money. So if we're trying to save money, and he's an honest guy,
right, with
legitimate source of income, I can understand trying to save money until you're ready to
settle down.
Yes. Ladies, please, see. A guy that's fully made, nice house, service apartment, everybody wants to live in Banana Island or not. Please, let's be sure of his source of income, because a lot of these guys are living fake lives. You will be there hanging out in your Banana Island apartment, and Saturday morning at 6 o'clock, somebody come and say that you need to get out of my house because you were flossing with it, or you only paid 2 months, or whatever it is.
Or that he was abroad and he wasn't in the house and he made a deal with the gate man to be staying there.
Wow. Another angle. So in summary, Uzo, it's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there. As long as we have a plan, and even they're getting engaged safe, it's not even always a guarantee.
Right.
So maybe just when the wedding date has been set and we have actually done introduction, then we can start thinking about where we will live.
Okay, so Aka, the only guy I've interviewed on this whole matter, what do you think? For girls, I mean, if you have a sister like somebody like Stephanie who is on the side here, what advice would you give to her if she came to you and she had 2 guys, 2 toasters, one that lives on his own and I want to live with mommy and daddy? What advice would you give her?
What a girl needs to know about a guy she wants to date, right? This is towards long-term dating, right? Not a young girl or a young boy who at secondary school or university.
Let's say mid-20s.
Mid-20s. Okay, mid-20s is okay. You're out of school. I feel like
building your career.
What you need to know is that a guy is responsible. So basically, a man is responsible. How is a man responsible? If he's able to pay some bills. For example,
what does your car look like?
She's on the phone.
Taxify is here. It's okay. It's not live. Your Taxify here. Bella, come and take Uzo's place. Bye, Uzo. Okay, sorry, you start from your point again. I'm so sorry. It's not my fault. It's Uzo's.
No, edit it. Leave it like that.
Leave it like that.
Yeah.
So basically,
okay.
I feel like what a girl needs to know about a man who's in his mid-20s, 30s, is that he's responsible.
Right.
So for early 20s, mid-20s, you should know at least, even though he's going to be staying at home, how responsible is he?
Right.
So is he taking care of some bills? Is he
in his
working?
Parents' house?
Yes, in his parents' house. At least do maybe light bill, or when they say, you should see him sometimes going to say, I want to get some shopping, I want to buy some things for the house, or
fix this,
fuel for the gen, whatever. He's responsible. If he's living alone, that already is a given. It's a given that he's able to. Then when you now zone in on he's staying alone, that even gives you the opportunity to even find out if he's good with his space and with himself.
Right.
Because you cannot be happily entangled with someone who's not able to handle his own. So how is he able to cater for himself? And also, I feel like a man should be able to stay outside of mommy and daddy so that he can also understand the value of having mommy at home. So if he cannot understand the value of having mommy at home, he will not understand the value of having a wife at home. Because if he jumps straight from mother to wife, he's going to feel entitled. He's also gonna feel like he's gonna feel like he's entitled to it, and he wouldn't see that this comes from love and because she's willing to cater to you.
Right. Okay.
So I feel like it's better to actually. I mean, there's some girls that will say, I'm not attracted to a man who does not stay
on his own.
And there's some girls like, what's my own? He's okay. They'll go home. They'll cook for the boy in their the boy's father's family. You understand? But also, I just feel like for me, I just wanted the experience of staying on my own. 2 weeks after I left my mom's home or my guardian's house, I knew it was the biggest mistake of my life because I still don't know how to cook. I don't like cooking. I don't like being in the kitchen.
But there are ways
I love food.
I
love food. My best friend is a chef. But I get it. But at least you can say I'm responsible. I pay the bills. I keep a good place, a good space, and we happy.
But before you leave, let's just get Bella's response real quick.
What the question is?
The question is okay. The question is between a guy that lives on his own or a guy that lives with mommy and daddy. What's your opinion on the matter? Is it here or there with you?
Definitely now. So like, I am very particular about you being on your own. So there's something about your individuality that goes your independence and even your individuality. So you find that some guys, because they are still living with their parents, there are some things that they cannot do.
Right.
And that's because they have not been exposed to some things.
Right.
So, and it's because they are still staying with their parents that they haven't been able to face some of these challenges. So if you're staying on your own, you're able to see things from a very different perspective. You're able to, again, like I said, you are responsible. There's that sense of responsibility. So staying with there's value for it. So you understand perhaps like how your dad, was able to be a man, from maybe what he shares with you. And I think that's one thing that perhaps the men of this generation need to learn. A lot of times they see it as women attacking them. So it's like, I don't make that much money, or I can't afford a place of my own. That does not mean that you shouldn't aspire, right? So it's like, aspire to live on your own so you can appreciate the value of, your manhood, making decisions, being able to. And then even your space as well. Your space, like Kaka also mentioned, it's important that men know how to have their own space. It's not your room. So this is like a place where, indeed, a place where you command respect.
You're the king.
Where you're the king
of your castle.
Do you understand? Spot on. The king of the castle. You cannot attain that position if you are living under your dad.
Yeah.
It's
because the truth is that two kings cannot stay in one kingdom. And there was a point where I knew that I cannot. It's not as if I don't love my dad. I knew that I could not. There was a point where we were dragging, because sometimes it goes to the point where I vex say, how many meat they give her? How many meat they give her?
Like if you do it like that, leave now. Have your own house and let save you how many pieces of meat you want. So I think that to a very large extent, definitely. Like I was saying, men of this generation feel like when women make all these pronouncements and decisions, like they are being attacked, or no, I don't think so. Women like to be pampered,
also,
and they find that when a man is strong enough to be able to make decisions on his own, he can decide what he wants even with her. So if you cannot have your own in this respect, then it's going to be a bit hard for you to even decide for that person.
And one of the good things about that is when a man moves away, you know that he's able to take risks.
Exactly.
You know he's making steps. For example, I'm not saying he has to live in the best place. He doesn't have to be in Lekki. He doesn't. For the fact that a man took out his own space. I mean, he has already started the separation. Bible says that a man shall leave his father and his mother. He's already started that one. You don't have to be the one to come and fight that battle. You understand? Number two, like that a man has already taken the risk to say, you know what?
I'm stepping out
against all odds, against the fact that maybe I don't have a job or my job isn't paying that well. I'm saying, you know what? I'm taking so and so amount of money to be independent and
to be my own man.
That kind of man will have sense. That later, even if the two of you make more money together to get a better place, you will know that he's not taking advantage of anything or you or whatever. That man takes risks.
Let's start taking offering. Thank you. Pastor is done preaching.
I'll just sing your face song right now.
Guys,
but really though, that's I think he's hitting it on the head.
Awesome.
Progress. It shows progress.
It's progress. Funny enough, the responses I've gotten today from everyone I've talked to, it's more on what Uzo said. It's neither here nor there for most people. You guys, I think, are the outliers. You and maybe one other person that, the guy should be independent. But most of the other people I've talked to, they're like, it's neither here nor there. So far, his mind is in the right place. And when the time comes, he's ready to move out and get a place for two of them together. Guys, thank you so much. It has been awesome. The YouTube event has been awesome. It's over. It's getting dark. Very soon they'll start chasing us.
I gotta move.
We all gotta move. Thank you guys so much for watching. Akanani. That guy is taking a selfie at Belarus. Okay. Is it at Belarus? Okay. What's your handle?
My Instagram and
Give us one.
Belarus Instagram, all those
YouTube.
things.
YouTube.com/ okay.
Follow me on
It's under
Instagram,
there.
Aka Nani,
And your YouTube account.
Aka Bands or Aka Nani Online. That's the name of my channel.
To all of us. Aka, Bella, Tito, Stephanie, everyone.
Say your market.
Okay, so selfie. What?
She does amazing makeup videos. You can see it on her.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, please, guys.
And while we were doing that interview, man kept coming and toast Stephanie.
God is doing it.
Thanks, guys. Take care. Let's roll out.